Official. Kim Taehyung crowned the most talented artist of 2026, the world enchanted by his charm. Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. A small space in the middle of a world that moves so quickly, where we can pause for a moment, take a deeper breath, and truly feel a story. If this is your first time here, you may press the subscribe button. Not because numbers are important, not because we are chasing the algorithm, but because every journey always feels warmer when it is shared together. And today, we are not just talking about news. We are going to feel a moment that quietly became history. Officially, Kim Taehyung has been crowned the most talented artist of 2026. A simple sentence, yet behind it lie long years, filled with hard work, unseen tears, and a belief that never faded. In the entertainment world that often moves too fast, where everything is measured by how bright the spotlight shines, Taehyung chose to walk in a different way. He did not try to be the loudest. He did not force himself to always be in front. Instead, he nurtured his art in quietness, like someone who understands that the most beautiful things do not need to be loudly announced, to be deeply felt. And perhaps, because of that calmness, the world finally paused and truly saw him. The year 2026 arrived, without roaring noise, without excessive sensation, yet slowly, like the light of dawn, softly slipping through morning curtains, the name Kim Taehyung once again filled global conversations. Not because of controversy, not because of viral strategy, but because honest art always finds its own way. Critics spoke about the depth of his emotions. Musicians admired the warm yet wistful color of his baritone voice. Cultural observers saw how his presence could transform a grand stage into something deeply personal. And ARMY, they simply smiled softly, because they had known, long before the world said it. They knew about the long practices that were never broadcast, about silent nights when doubt arrived uninvited, about quiet efforts that never searched for applause. They knew that behind Taehyung's gentle smile, there is a heart that keeps learning to grow stronger without losing its softness. And today, when the world finally gives recognition, it does not feel like a surprise. It feels like an old dream finally finding its time. The global reaction did not come like a loud explosion. It arrived like a warm wave, spreading slowly to every corner. International media wrote his name with deep respect. Not merely an idol, not merely a celebrity, but a true artist. Someone who understands that music is not only sound, but a place where human feelings find their language. Yet the journey to this point was not always bright. There were times when steps felt held back, moments when the world seemed silent, days when great effort had not yet shown results. In times like those, many might give up, but not Taehyung. He kept walking. Slowly yet surely. Still believing that sincerity will always find its way home. And perhaps that is the real meaning of the word talent that is rarely explained. Not only extraordinary ability, but the courage to remain sincere while the world keeps changing. The title Most Talented Artist of 2026 was finally announced. And in that second, millions of hearts seemed to beat together. Some cried. Some smiled in silence. Some simply stared at their screens with a warmth too deep to explain. Because for many people, this is not just the victory of an artist. This is the victory of dreams, patience, and hope, carefully protected for so long. What makes this moment even more meaningful is the way Taehyung received it. Without excess, without thunderous words, only with calmness, as if quietly saying, "This journey is still long." That humility shines brighter than any award. And in that moment, we are reminded once again that true greatness never needs a loud voice to be recognized. In a world that is often in a hurry, Taehyung teaches us something very simple, yet profoundly deep. That beauty needs time. That sincerity cannot be rushed. And that the warmest light often comes from the calmest heart. Perhaps one day, when we look back at 2026, we will realize this was never only about a title. This was a point where the world paused to truly listen. Listening to his voice, feeling his art, understanding his silence, and realizing that some souls are destined to leave a mark deeper than popularity. A mark that is not written on charts or trophies, but quietly carved inside the hearts of those who feel seen through his music. Because sometimes the greatest impact does not arrive loudly. It arrives softly and stays forever. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for feeling this story until the end. Wherever you are watching from, may your day feel warm. May your steps be calm. And may you always believe that dreams protected with sincerity are never truly in vain. Even if the road feels long, even if the night feels uncertain, there is always a quiet dawn waiting for those who keep believing. Don't forget to subscribe, because this journey is still very long. And perhaps in the next story, we will discover an even deeper meaning about music, about hope, and about someone named Kim Taehyung. Until that moment arrives, take care of your heart, hold gently to your dreams, and remember, sometimes the most beautiful stories are the ones that continue in silence.